Felly, mae'r amser wedi dod. Time has come. The future is here. Its people are here, among us. All week we've heard their voices, we've seen them, listened to them. Well, some of us have listened to them. People with knowledge of the lives we are yet to live, and now we here in Blaenau, Ffestiniog, we are the very last who can still hear them. The signal is shrinking. By tonight, it will be gone. And with it, this moment, this opportunity given to us here, I ni, fyma. Why us? Why here? I still can't tell you. I wish I could, but fedra I ddim. Dwi jyst methu coelio'r peth. I mean, we're all so used to seeing and hearing the past, aren't we? All of us. We have it at our fingertips all the time in messages, videos, voice notes. Those who we love die, become silent, but their voices live on. They remain present, and because of that, we can ease our grief or feel it more keenly. Whichever, the relationship with that person remains vital. And so it continues. A chain of remembering, of care, love, yn estyn yn ôl drwy'r oesoedd. But what is the chain of care in the other direction? What of those yet to be born? What of their voices, their lives, grown as they are from ours? What relationship do we have with them? Yr rhai sydd eto i'w geni. What griefs do we feel for them? If I'm being honest, before this week happened, for me, the answer to those questions was none. The future, for me, was faceless, without feeling. It didn't exist, and so was dead, I suppose. But now, ond wan, erbyn hyn, da ni 'di clywed nhw, gweld nhw. We have seen the future generations, our older selves, and so they are no longer dead, but here, and here, and here. But why? That's what I don't understand. What does it mean? Why now? Pam? Fyma? Breichlet o dref ar asgwrn y graig. A town like a bracelet on the bone of the rock. That is how one of our poets once described this place. A town built on slate by slate. It wasn't always like this, of course. Farming originally, dim ond amball I deulu. Only a few families. But then the slate was found and all changed. And not just in the landscape either. Went in a couple of years from those few families to 15,000 people. And dod o bob man, cofiwch chi, came from all over, they did. And so the Blaenau we now know was born, reaching wildly for its future. It was all about the years ahead then, wasn't it? The railway, the start of the line, not the end. The town that roofed the world, a dyfodol. This place was the future back then. That's how it thought of itself, anyway, how it saw itself. But then, time moved on. Things changed. But for the communities that had grown around those industries, how they saw themselves didn't change, did it? defined by our pasts, by us and by others. By the time I was a kid here, it was like the inner city without the city. There was no future here. Dyna be oedden nhw'n dweud wrthyn ni. That's what they told us. Get out if you want to get on. Ond, newid eto. Change came again. In music this time. In the local bands that gave voice to who we were, who we wanted to be. And when that happens, your view shifts. And with a changing view comes possibility again. A new way of seeing. Pam dwi'n dweud hyn? Don't him. I'm just trying to work it out, I suppose, what this means. And I wonder, is it about that? About seeing ourselves differently? Seeing the truth of now through the eyes of those living 11,000 sunrises from now? Because isn't that what we need? To peel away the obscuring present, the blindfold of now, so we can feel possibility again, to wake up, to forge our identities, not through our relationship with the past, but in our relationship to the future, to who we will be, who we could be. A'r llwch yn drwch ar draws bywydau brau, and heavy lies the dust upon fragile lives, another of our poets. But isn't that how it feels for so many of us now? Heavy dust on our fragile lives. We've worked the chambers home. Dyna be oedden nhw'n dweud. That's what the quarrymen said when they'd exhausted a slate cavern. And that's where we are. We've worked them until they are empty and echoing. We've come as far as we can doing things like this. So maybe that's why now. That's why here, the voices from the future reaching back. And now her, Eva, a true source come among us, someone who has been there, seen then, who says she will show us the future. I have so many questions, so many, but time is running out. When the signal goes, she will be gone. That's what we think, anyway. I guess we'll just have to see, won't we? What she says. What's next? Be nesa? Dwi just yn gobeithio nawn ni wrando. I just hope that they will listen, that we will all listen. Yn bod ni heb anghofio sut I wrando. That we haven't forgotten how to listen to her and to ourselves, I suppose. So many questions, but maybe that's the only one that matters. Will we listen?
that one. Give me that one.
No, this is that one. I can't believe how big this whole thing is.
Oh my god, and Ever was back too.
Yeah, I know. I've been following you for so long, Thomas's mom.
You an actor, Mum?
Is ill, but he's literally glued to his phone. He's following everything, and he's fighting forever at home. No, he's spreading the word.
Hi, how are you? All right, nice to see you.
So happy you're here.
Hey! Yn wych!
All this forever. Forever.
Hi, all right, how are you? Have you done all this? Who did this? Put it in.
This is insane.
Chi na ddyn? Put ydych chi in?
I'm scared.
Wy'n yna, anhygoel.
Come in.
Wy'n wych. Diolch yn fawr, diolch yn fawr. Chi na ddyn, ia? Bobl ifanc Blaenau fydd yn coelio bod chi wedi gwneud hyn dros nos, ne?
Oh my god. Thomas.
I know you.
You're the blogger guy.
You're Eva's friend.
Blogger guy. Yeah.
I saw you in a video from Swansea.
Yeah. I'm Alicia.
Alicia, thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Mae'n wych. Ydym credu hyn.
It's crazy. She's here. She's here. She's here.
Eva's here.
She's here.
Here.
Oh. She's here. Eva.
Eva?
Mae debyg bod rai ohonoch chi wedi clywed amdano fi? Or see me online even? The girl from the future, that's what they're saying apparently. Mae'r dyfodol yma! The future is here! But it's true. I am from 2052. Yn gynharach yr wythnos hon, dwi dal ddim yn deall sut. But earlier this week, and I know how this sounds, yn gynharach yr wythnos hon, rhywsut, somehow, during a storm, I swapped into myself at just 16. My 46-year-old mind swapped into me. O ddeng mlynedd ar hugain yn ôl. O nawr. I didn't know how long it would last. But as you can see, mae di bod yn fwy girl from the past I fi. Up until late last night, I didn't want to do this. Talk to you or anyone. Beth sy'n digwydd nesa? Pa fath o profiad yw I? What it's like in 52. I mean, who knows? If I did, what or who I'd be going back to. But then, some people that I met this week, they've helped me to see that maybe And I'm not sure, but maybe that's exactly why I'm here. To show you the future all of us are traveling to. And who knows? Maybe if I do, you'll get there sooner than we did. Dwi'n gobeithio. Can you feel the heat? It's autumn, but there's still warmth in the air. And always is this time of year. Bird song, can yr adar. But something unfamiliar, isn't there? Migratory, see. They stop here now, go no further, and stay for the winter. Mae nosi, y dydd yn mynd y dywallach, yn wrth i'r golau ddisgyn, mae'r cicadas yn codi, yn llenwi'r bryniau hyn a'i hwyr. So many insects have gone, but then they came. It's how it goes, I suppose. Loss and gain. Up on the ridges, the turbines are turning, and under the sound of their blades, a long sweep, like a deep train passing, and gravitational batteries down in the mines dropping to release the power of the hydro and solar up on the reservoir. And that soft thump. That's them landing before rising again. Curiad calon y bryniau. The hill's heartbeat. Dyna mae pobl yn ei alw. Yma, lle rydyn ni nawr, mae gerddi vertigol, vertical gardens covering every slope and cliff. Gwasgariad o studios o lieutenant, repair shops, a caff. And down in the town, thick with trees, a double-decker train is leaving for Conry. There's solar panel sleepers glinting in the sun, the refueling centre, hydrogen and car sheds, and above them, an airship passes out ac allan a thros fôr Iwerddon. And below, the seagrass and kelp make their maps in the water. A llongau cargo, the cargo boats, eu hwyliau llawn gwynt yn dychwelyd adra. Ymhellach I lawr y ddyffryn, I gyfeiriad tan y grisiau, turf-roofed houses made out of salvage, built into the hills to withstand the winds. But high-tech too, though, to handle the data coming from the Cargwyllt Music Centre. Yr oel gyntaf wrth gwrs yn 2025, a dyfod o'r studio I lawr yn Cellba, and that soon became a mecca I gerddorion a chynhyrchwyr ledled y byd, and then the production centre. And those people, they started staying for longer. So those houses down beyond Tan y Grisiau, they aren't holiday homes. Na, maen nhw'n gytrefi go iawn, yn cael ei byw yn fynd trwy gydol y flwyddyn ac nid yn unig gan y criw gerddoriaeth. Because towards the end of the 20s, see, the word started to spread. Blaenau was doing things differently. So when people started escaping in their millions from Holland, Germany, and other low-lying countries, neu o'r tanau a Cynefa a Fethwyd yn Wlad Groeg, Morocco, Tunisia, some of them came here. And then again, after the exodus in Southeast Asia, and our llifogydd and our gofyn diffyg dŵr and dwyrain Lloegr, they came and made Blaenau their home, became part of the community, an experiment of new ways to be. And that's how I first heard about Blaenau, see, as one of a network of communities. all doing their own version of the wider changes happening then. Setting up local grids, self-organising, siarad efo'n gilydd, dysgu oddi wrth ein gilydd a phob un ohonynt wedi ei danio gan y newydd ddyfodiad by the people who had to leave their homes, who had lost everything, and sometimes everyone, to the changes. Treherbert, Ynys Owen, Machynlleth a Mynydd Cilfei fy hun yn ôl yn Abertawe. It was a turning point for Wales. I mean, we'd always been a nation of sanctuary, but suddenly we saw that so many of us were living with our eyes closed. But then we knew that if we wanted to thrive and not just survive, we'd need more people, not fewer. And we also knew that we'd need agency and independence and the say in the choices made to determine our future. Nid oedd yn hawdd. It was not easy. Nid oedd pawb yn meddwl mai dyna oedd y ffordd I fynd am y rai yn 52 dal ddim. And a lot of other things weren't easy too, because everyone living here now is a child of what happened in the 20s and 30s. Mae pawb hefyd mewn rhyw ffordd yn blentyn o golled a galad, a child in some way of grief and loss. But because of that, the biggest change wasn't in the climate. It was in us. Arno ni. And y ffordd y gwelsam pethau. A shift in our perception about the nature of our values and the value of nature. And how the tale we'd been told of growth and growth and growth with no account of the cost. The true cost for us wasn't growth at all, just death. And we saw, just in time, that instead of living at the end of everything, we could be living at the beginning of something. And once we got a taste of that, it all had to change, didn't it? Felly dyna beth ddigwyddodd. Yma, ac ar hyd ar led y wlad, people started to imagine new ways to produce, to farm, to earn, to govern, and those imaginings became action, and that action became hope. And not sitting on the sidelines kind of hope. Not a watch and comment type of hope, na, nerf, her o waith o weithredu oedd hwnna, a radical hope. But then all of that, the vision, the imagining, y dychmygu, y gweledigaeth, the belief that things can be done differently, have to be done differently. They didn't come out of nowhere, did they? No. Like the strongest of trees, they had the deepest of roots, reaching far back as 20, 30, 40 years to the questions and hopes and ideas that all of you are having here now. Which is why, if we look in the right places now, os gwrandewch ar y pobl cywir nawr, you'll understand why I think saying the future is here because I am is wrong. It isn't. Mae'r dyfodol yma achos bod chi yma. The future is here because you are. Because it doesn't just happen, does it? Na mae'n cael ei chreu, ei ddychmygu, ei obeithio. It's created, hoped for, imagined. Just like all of you are doing right now. Imagining in your minds all that I've said. The heat, yr adar, the gardens, y trenau, y tai, the turbines, the change, the people, y coed, the skies, y cerddoriaeth, the people, y mwynglodau, the people, y pŵer, y syniad, y newid, y frwydr, the people, the change, the power, the people, the change, the people who have come here from all over the world, who have come here, who have escaped and come here, y pobl sydd yma, who have joined you here, not to sink or to fail or to fall, but to rise, I godi, to rise and open your eyes. Agorach eich llygad. Look around you. Look around you. Agora dy lygad. Open your eyes. The future is here.
Eva? Eva? Eva, mae o'n digwydd. It's happening just like Ivan said it would. Os ti eisiau mynd adra, if you want to get home. Mae'n rhaid i fynd rwan. We've got to get you up to the lake, Eva. Now. Not now, in a minute, now, now.
Depends on us! Us! Y dyfodol yma, come on! Dewch i fynd, dewch i fynd! Come on, Bel, come on, Bel! Come on, Bel, sit! Go, go! that sign.
brothers.
No one's seen it. Yeah.
I'm lying in the bottle. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying in the bottle. I'm lying. I don't know how he got
am here, yes, here. On the bridge we stood as boys, girls, and others, watching sands shifting, rocks guarding over colorful zone fluoride, crystal of Metatithil, and the bay of Pembrokeshire with dunes and pine trees flourish, prawns, seashells swinging on westerlies, riding on turtle shells in wave through Menai stretch. And you, yes, you, the time is
scared, man. I'm so scared. I'm scared that it hasn't yet. Not like properly. Not really, though. And I'm scared of the things that you lot have done in 2022 and how it's affected us.
Hope is not something that is given to you. It is something you have to earn, to create. It cannot be gained passively from standing by and waiting for someone else to do something. It is taking action. It is stepping outside your comfort zone.
Hi, I'm getting in touch from Future to tell you a huge thank you for creating the Blaenau community in Wales. As I know, it's just a few friends gathered together, but today it is a community of farmers, devoted to the Blaenau.
opportunity to come your way, make a difference in your life and someone else's life. Be kind to people because you don't know the hardships they're enduring. But always to yourself and don't forget your natural tradition, faith and values. It's not easy, but it's always necessary.
Can you hear me?
Oh my god, it's you. It's really you.
Oh my god. It's Emma!
It's a long story.
Don't do that again. You made me cry. So...
Thomas kind of helped us get
He
back.
kind of saved you, so... Thank you.
Wait, if I know it's you.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah.